What's up, guys? Welcome back to another pink slip ball review where we're going to be reviewing the new Belmo ball, the Storm Journey. Is this the best Belmo ball yet? Is it too much money for the performance, or is it just so good you gotta have it? We're going to find out today. We're going to review the ball while also doing a 5-frame match with the low score losing their bowling ball to one of the subscribers. Make sure you comment down below, like and subscribe for your chance to win. But first, let's get into the roll-off. All right, the way we start off every pink slips match, a 1-ball roll-off to determine the order of the match. I'm going to count these guys down. 3, 2, 1, go. Those of you new to watching, high count gets to pick the order of the match. If there's a tie, then it's whoever gets to the pins first, which I believe was Kyle King. And he's going to determine the order of the match, and then we'll get started. All right, folks, here we go. Kyle has won the roll-off by slim margins. We decided actually we're going to modify or kind of make the rule a little more detailed. It's whoever's pins fall first. He had the sick messenger, so but Kyle determined the order. He decided to start the match off. Belmo's new ball, the Journey. Who is going to lose theirs? Ooh. And there's a little bit of a time frame since you guys have bowled last. Mark, you're the two-hander. This is from the Captain two-hander, so we might as well start with you. What do you think about this ball so far? How does it stack up to the other Belmo balls?
This one is far and away the best one so far, I think. It's just a different motion than what I've seen in a long time.
Gotcha. Well, let's see it. You're up next. Derek, did you get to try out any of the previous Belmo balls? And how do you feel like this one stacks up and compares to the other Belmo balls?
I have not thrown a single other Belmo ball, but obviously I've bowled for a long time, so I've seen a lot of them go down the lane, and this one, like Mark said, looks to me by far the best one.
Yeah. Kyle, you've been on staff a while. Let's see what Mark's got here. If he likes the ball so much, let's see what it does. Start running them over. You've been on Storm staff for a while now. You're our staffer of the crew. You've thrown some of the other Belmo balls.
I have.
How would you say this differs from the other Belmo balls?
This one reads the mid lane a lot better. So for me, I had problems with them reading the mid lane consistently. I wasn't the biggest fan of most of them. I would say like the Timeless was one of the better ones. Don't worry, brother.
Say hi to the camera.
Say hi. All right, good sir. Yeah, later.
Derek, striking as well. So we'll get a little bit more of a scoop from you once you're out on ball on what you thought about the Belmo balls. So Derek, on the left side of the lane, do you find that you use this type of ball often, or because I think you said you like to use this when you start to wanting to open up the lane a little bit more?
Right. So out of the box, probably not. I just took the shine off of it to see if I can get a little more value out of it, because I think it's really, really good. It's really mid-laney. And I think so once they really start to burn, I'll be able to throw it.
Okay. So Kyle can get started. Ooh, slapped him silly there. So this definitely seems to be the earliest, strongest Belmo ball to date of the group. We'll see what Kyle. So Kyle, we're talking about you've seen the other Belmo balls the most.
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is probably the strongest early, like sees the mid lane the most consistent out of the batch of Belmo balls?
I think this one has the most consistent reading. Like for me, it reads the mid lane the most consistent out of all. It really digs hard in the mid lane. So it's going to be one of those balls that's going to be good for when the front starts to go a little bit, but you still want something kind of stronger that's going to be able to allow it to kind of read that mid lane a lot more. So
let's see what Marcus got here. In. Ooh, still ran him over. This is going to be a
high scoring one.
I said this one's going to be high scoring.
Yeah, you guys all liked this ball quite a bit. Now, as the two-hander, you said that you did try a couple of Belmo balls in the past, and were they much cleaner, a little weaker for you?
Yeah, a lot cleaner and they seem like they got a lot more forward.
Okay.
Like going down lane. Sure. Especially like the Trend 2 is probably the one that would be the closest to this.
Right.
But it's still...
Let's see if Derek can keep it going here. Doesn't seem like anybody wants to lose their ball today. Ooh, another good one. Guys are off to the races. It seems like a consistent theme that we're hearing about the Belmo balls in the past is that they were quite a bit cleaner, and Derek, I'm curious what you think, but it seems like a lot of the Belmo balls, especially the ones in the past that were maybe even cleaner and weaker than this one, seem to match up really well for Belmo. Yeah. So he seems to be creating like an authentic ball that he wants to bowl as a pretty high rev player. Let's see what Kyle's got here, and then I'll finish that thought. This is pretty crucial. He's got to get a double on the board here. And his ball hasn't went through the pins great yet. Until that one. Until that one. So as a pro shop guy, those previous Belmo balls, do you think, and Kyle, you can speak to this too, do you think those previous Belmo balls, it was kind of hard to sell that level of performance for that price? Because Belmo does have kind of a luxury brand, high-end brand. And do you think this ball is a little easier to sell at that price, or what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's absolutely true. I think the bait didn't hook a lot for what it was. It was very clean, very smooth. Something that was really good for guys to just destroy the thing.
Oh my! Ooh. Oh.
That could have been just happened. That could have struck.
It could have struck.
But like I said, I think the bait just didn't hook very much for the price point. This one hooks, and it hooks the right part of the game. Just there's so much value in this one. Like, I mean, you guys can see this ball looks great for every single one of us doing a whole bunch of different things. And the one thing that's slept on the most about this thing is how good it smells. It smells amazing.
What's the scent?
Something to disagree with.
Oh,
it's way too potent for me.
Kiwi cantaloupe. It smells.
Kiwi cantaloupe.
It's got that really strong citrus smell, so it's kind of like an acidic smell to me a little bit. Like for me, that smell just doesn't go well with me. I just don't like that smell.
So, Kyle, obviously you're on the video today as a staffer, but you also operate a pro shop. Where do you stand on like the fate and the price point of that, the previous Belmo balls, and the price point relative to the performance? I mean, even this ball is supposed to be kind of like the Zen, and what's the Zen price point relative to this price point?
I would say that they're pretty comparable now. I mean, like, I think that this ball should be in the same price point as the Zen, this particular one for sure. I think kind of like the way I believe you talked on the hierarchy bowling balls kind of make it a little bit tough for some people to be able to throw because they need the ball to get started up.
Sure.
That is a negative, but yeah, I think that is strong enough.
Right. Oh, we got our first distraction. Here we go. So the pace of these videos have gotten pretty quick, so we did kind of change something a little bit behind the scenes where if someone is going to have a distraction, they can let us know in advance and have time to set it up. So that way we can see more creativity. They lose the element of surprise, of course, but finally, Belmo surfboard actually being used as a surfboard. Let's see what he's going to do at release. This is crucial. This is to get Kyle off of the double. That is the first time ever that a competitive bowler is happy about the Belmo surfboard. Most of the time, those of you watching, if you have Belmores in your local area, the league bowlers come in and they hate those tables. They just want to get them out of the right away.
Use the surfboard to the advantage for the first time.
Yeah, I didn't know if you were going to do something at release or if you were.
I was talking to him.
Oh, you were talking to him? What were you saying to him?
I told him to not throw it too slow.
Oh, gotcha.
He threw it too slow.
Well, hopefully your mic.
It was a big left.
Hopefully your mic picked that up. I didn't hear it. Let's see if he makes it. That's pretty crucial. They seem to be pretty wide open. Man. All right, Ports is up next.
That one worked really well.
Well, your distraction was effective, but now you're the only one with no distraction left, so now you got to sit back and wait. So
it always gets in my head every video.
Yeah. So Kyle, in the comparisons, we won't spoil it for him, but in our comparisons ball review, if you guys want to see a more traditional ball review, you can check that out on the same ball, these same three guys. We'll see what Mark does here, but you throw the hustle, which is also higher G, and you do a great job of explaining it, kind of the difference there. Oh, wow. Oh, we got another distraction. We'll get his answer on that in a second. Sending the messenger on the 9. So Mark, you're not on staff. You typically do have to kind of pay for ball-in balls. So going back to the real question of the performance for the price, if say this ball is $20, $30 more than maybe a Zen or something like that, that's like the equivalent performance. Do you think, you as a consumer, other consumers, do you think that small price matters, or is it just this ball looks really good, I don't care if it's $20 more than a certain performance ball, you just got to have it because it rolls good? What do you think?
If I see balls that like perform and create a different shape, definitely the $20.
Got
You'll
Durant
end up-
back out. Oh, this has been a highly effective. You're the last one with the distraction line.
I am.
Yeah, that's a nice place to be in, and you're in the lead at this point.
They're helping me out here.
The Durant jersey has seen a lot of film play, a lot of film action today. If you guys want to see the Durant jersey come into play in the comparisons, check that out. But for those of you that are new, all three players get one distraction each. They're rarely this effective. We've seen 2 distractions used and 2 splits. Ooh, almost got the bounce. The only distraction left now is Mark.
Yep.
It would only be fitting that the two-handed player wins the 2 Belmo ball match. Now, those of you in the comments, don't roast me. I understand that just because it's a Belmo ball doesn't mean you have to be two-handed. I have some pro shop experience, I know, but it would be nice. I mean, you look like the picture on the side of the ball. I mean, that's
Try to be.
it makes sense. He got you there, man.
Yeah, he did. I 100% thought I was taking his ankle off. I yell at him, dude, move your ankle.
That was a good one.
Pretty good. Oh, man. This went from a really good match to not a good match.
I don't know where that came from.
Oh, that was pretty good.
It picked up real quick. It never even got to the right. So I don't know what you guys saw, but my point of view, this is really good. Maybe those of you lower average players watching this, if you rewind it, you can see it never get to the right. Sometimes when I'm doing lessons or coaching, players that are not nearly as skilled as Kyle, they will think they missed left. They will see that shot from Kyle and think they missed left because they never see their ball get to the right. But we'll see what Kyle says, but I think it started picking up sooner and it never actually got to the right. So what I wanted to ask you is, did you feel like you missed in on that shot, or did it hook so early it never got to the right?
No, it just hooked.
It just hooked,
Like
yeah.
that was where both those shots were pretty good.
Yeah.
First 2 went light. First 3 went light. The first 2 went light.
Yeah.
The third one went flush.
Yep.
And the third one, I got my speed right, and then I thought that it was correct for the whole lane, but
Yeah. I was telling the viewers that like all of us kind of coach work in pro shops, and often a league bowler, maybe someone not as skilled as you, would not see that ball get as far right, and they would think they missed the left.
Yeah.
Where in reality, it hooked so early it was never able to get to the right, right?
yeah, I just probably moved into where Mark was.
Oh, no.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Go through it.
Oh, I told you.
The two-handed
It's
ball
very
for the
simple. You
two-handed.
don't even need to know core numbers. If there's a picture on the ball of a two-hander on the side, you just got to be two-handed. I mean, that works. No, probably not. Well,
Actually, it's funny enough though, those were 2 of my better shots.
yeah, I thought they were really crisp off your hand. They were really good.
Too crisp.
Yeah,
Too crisp.
Sounds like
Sir,
you
too good.
it's true. You are lined up for however you're currently throwing it. Let's see if you get there. Ports bringing it home. Get in the dub. Get in the dub. Nice. So don't forget, if you are new, if you want a chance to win Kyle King's Journey, comment down below what you think of the videos, anything you'd like for a chance to win. I would hit that bell and subscribe as well. 7 days after we post, we'll draw the winner and get that going and get it shipped to you as long as you respond in time. And oh, Derek didn't even need a distraction. My goodness.
I didn't even need to do it.
Did you think Mark was coming? Last thing, if you want to pre-order this thing for 7 days after our post date, we will have the discount code PINKSLIPS on virtuebowling.com, exclusive to this ball only. It'll go away after 7 days. You can save 5% off, which is a good chunk. Because again, this is a higher price point ball. Oh,
Fair shooter.
yeah. So, a question I was going to ask you, I was asking him as a consumer is, so Zen is typically, I think, $20 or $30 less than what this ball's priced, I believe, or no?
Well, I don't know exactly. I mean, we haven't
got the prices yet. Yeah.
quite.
So,
I
but
would
let's
assume
say,
it's going to be a little bit more expensive.
yes, so let's say it's $20, $30. Do you think the average consumer cares about that price difference, or is it like, this ball looks really good and I got to have it? Even though it's a Zen, and the Zen's $20 cheaper, do you think it doesn't matter, or they go, well, why would I just buy a Zen that's $20 cheaper?
For me, it kind of depends a little bit on just the consumer in general, just the type of person. Like,
Sure.
But I mean, for the most part, like, this ball has similarities. So it just depends. Like if you're a softer ball speed, this ball would make much sense. If you're a little bit firmer ball speed, then will probably make a little more sense. So
Cool.
I think it just depends a little bit on that balance. And if they are a huge difference in price gap, that's just kind of going to be up to them at that point, unfortunately. But anytime you have like a specialty or any type of like collaboration or anything like that, there's going to be a little bit added, a little bit of juice to the price just naturally. Just for the whole marketing part of it and everything like that. So I don't think it's pro or con to either
totally.
balls. I think they are a little bit different, but they're similarities.
Yeah. You guys let us know what you think down in the comments. Price for performance. You also are supporting Belmo along the way and the two-handed movement. So we're going to keep trying to ask questions, have the discussion be good. But Mark is to take over the booth.
Yeah.
Congrats.
Thank you.
And you guys can give your final reviews. Thanks everyone for watching.
All right.
Put beat down.
That was fun. At least I had to throw it really bad in order to not strike. So yeah, I didn't have to. I just didn't. I moved 5 left in the 5 frames, so 3 in the after 9, and then so I thought I had to throw it a little softer. Completely. Yeah, this ball definitely sees the mid lane really well and hooks in that spot. So
Yeah, it does. I didn't move my feet. Not that.
no way. Lefty never moving your feet. That's surprising. It's just what ball we're going to throw that day.
Yep.
Yeah.
Doesn't move his legs that leg can do it. Everywhere. It's
250 doesn't matter.
easy.
All right. So thoughts on this ball? Are you going to be putting it in your bag?
Well, I'm gonna be
A new one in your bag?
Put this particular bag, but a new one will be going in the bag for sure. It's something that's gonna be useful.
Yeah. Definitely see. It's a different shape that I haven't seen in a while. You agree with that?
It is different. Like it's close to a Zen. It definitely is cleaner. So like it reads that mid lane a lot more than most balls do on the market. So
Zen for me was a little earlier and definitely a little lazier than this. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah,
from the left
I
side?
see the same thing. I've thrown both those balls as well. This one's just going to have way more value for me. Like I said, especially later in the block, even in league, once my big balls start to burn out, I can get into this one because it still actually hooks. I think I'll throw it a lot. I really enjoy this ball.
You have to move it, league.
I moved last week.
Wow.
3 lefties.
Oh, big night.
I know. I was a little confused most of the night.
All right, so definitely home run for me on this ball. Belmo knocked it out of the park. Click that like, subscribe, leave a comment, let us know what you think about it, if it's going to be in your bag. Thank you.
see you soon.